So first, take your ribbon and you wrap it around the package as you would normally do. Sometimes it's much easier if you have a square package. But now you have your ribbon around your package. And you take a ribbon and loop it around. Just keep looping. This works best actually with the ribbon that's not wired or very wired lightly. You make the size of the loops kind of related to how wide the ribbon is going to be. I usually loop it around 4 times. And then since this is a big bow, I'm going to make another loop, again around 4 times. Or 5 or whatever. Okay, so now you have this loop. I'm going to fold it in half to find the middle. Then what I'm going to do is cut just little notches right in the middle of these looped ribbons. Sometimes it's handy to have a helper. Sometimes it makes it more complicated to have a helper. Or sometimes we have 2 helpers. Okay, so now I have 2 different sets of ribbons. Just sometimes you have to make sure the package stays where it's supposed to be. Okay, so they're sort of equal in length. If I had made one accidentally bigger than the other, I would put the bigger one on the bottom. Now you take them to where your package is tied, and you make sure this ribbon's a little slippery, so I'm just going to put an extra loop around. You take these to where your package is tied, and in the notches you tie the package ribbons really tightly around the center. And then you trim package ribbons. Our helpers have gotten bored now and left. So now you have an ugly mess. You start at the bottom in the center of the loops, and you start pulling the loops out in alternating directions. And then you kind of twist them up as you pull them out. Now I'm going to go to the second set of loops and pull them up, again alternating, starting from the middle. You kind of twist up and around. The same thing with the other side. Don't worry if you have an ugly looking end, we'll fix that later. have a really outstanding package here who has been very cooperative. And then you just go through, you fluff it up, you put one in the middle so that you don't see the ugly things. Give it all a little zhuzh. So now you can make this bow as big or as little as you want by adding more loops or more sets of loops. If you got some little ends here that are kind of ugly, fold them in half and cut them on an angle, and you'll get a lovely dovetail, which you can then kind of tuck down at the end to be like the end of the ribbon. This ribbon would probably look a little bit bigger if I had added another set of loops, but it's pretty cute and people will be suitably impressed. Looks very handmade. There you go.